When Ashley Kerpeel was 3 years old, she was diagnosed with FOP, an extremely rare, crippling, and often life-threatening bone disorder, and her doctors didn't expect her to live past age 10. But as it turns out, Ashley is a survivor who has been beating the odds for almost her entire life.
From a very young age, and I never knew anything else besides having FOP.
Unfortunately, coping with her disease has often been made worse by the pain of being different.
It was very hard. Sometimes I didn't even want to go out just because I don't want people to stare at me.
A lot of kids were a little bit afraid of her because she was so different looking.
In an attempt to help their daughter fit in, the Kerpeels decide to get Ashley a prosthetic arm when she enters 2nd grade.
I wanted her to be normal, so I would send her to school in this little arm, and I felt very fulfilled because I could see a whole body.
I didn't have any muscle to operate anything, so this huge piece of plastic wrapped around the back of my neck underneath my left arm up on my chest. I went to school one day and I came off the school bus and the arm was turned around and like hanging off my back.
She'd say, "Hi, Mommy," and I'm looking at this arm behind her and all the kids are kind of, and I said, "Ashley, your arm, quick, can I bring it forward?" And she'd say, "Oh, okay," and she'd pull it forward, and I'm thinking to myself, she's wearing this arm for me, not for her. I said, "Ashley, let's throw this in the garbage." Okay.
Throughout her adolescence, Ashley does her best to lead as normal a life as possible, but the disease is slowly ravaging her fragile body.
I've had flare-ups on and off my whole life. I lost mobility in my left arm slowly. I used to reach my forehead and comb my hair, and then over time, I wasn't able to anymore.
I wish there was such a thing as a mild case of FOP, but there really isn't.
Today, Ashley is 26 years old. Her left arm is essentially frozen from the elbow up. She has limited movement in her neck, and her right hip and leg are fused in a semi-sitting position. She now wears a custom-made shoe, which helps compensate for the irregular shape of her leg.
As much as I hate FOP and what it does to our body and the pain it causes, I can't imagine my life without it. I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't have this. I can't imagine not being me.
Despite the disabling disease, Ashley lives a very active life. She works for her father at their home office, coordinating corporate conferences, and spends most of her free time volunteering. The Kerpeels remain hopeful that during Ashley's lifetime, researchers will find a cure. In just the last 2 years, Dr. Fred Kaplan and his team have identified the gene that causes FOP.
It was a gene that encoded a switch that was involved in bone formation. Our job now is trying to understand the exact reason that the switch is behaving that way and to design the right drug to prevent that switch from causing this second skeleton to form.
When the cure happens, it's going to be a huge, huge deal for all of us and the kids to come that haven't even been diagnosed yet, that they don't have to deal with what we've dealt with.
Because we have Fred Kaplan in our lives, I sleep better at night. The fact that they found the gene gives me all kinds of hope, and there is hope for Ashley, indeed. She looks for the day when she will have a lot of freedom as far as her body goes. If I had to sum it all up for Ashley, I'd have to say to be continued.
I tell a lot of people there are a lot of things in life that you can't change, but there's one thing you can do, and it's just live with it.